Hello, 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 hello. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are joining me. This is Friday Night Football Club, and this is the final, the grand finale edition before the big game on Friday. Months turn into months, months turn into what? Weeks? And weeks is now just a matter of days before the big one. I greet to everybody here for joining me. Thank you guys for joining me. Been fantastic journey with you guys. I remember when we started last June, we're talking about how we lost to Benin Republic in the World Cup qualifier. We said that it's nearly a year from now, but now this is the year, and I want to appreciate everyone for actually was staying this journey with us. Thank you, thank you. So Cody, my first guy to comment today, said that the last Friday before the big Friday. I hope we're gonna be all discussion today, and don't forget the screenshot. Okay, no problem. Thank you. Monso Gwade too. He told me before that I'm patiently waiting. No, we are here. 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 No problem. We actually we are here. Thank you guys for actually joining. It's been a fantastic journey with you guys. Come on, before the World Cup qualifier, the countdown when it was 3 months, when it was 2 months, when it was 1 month. Now it's just 1 week. By the time we meet again, next Friday, we'll be discussing, the recap, the review from the game. You can see on your screen Friday Night Football Club World Cup qualifier, Nigeria versus Rwanda. It meant to be versus. Apologies for that. I'm gonna actually correct it after the video. Guys, thank you guys for joining. Don't forget to like the video, share with your friends, let them join us. It's gonna be very good discussion today, and I promise to give you guys enough time to share your opinion too about the next Friday. Those on Instagram, I greet you. Timo Sterling, please go on YouTube. Igbo the fans, please go on YouTube and actually go and join. That's my brother from Germany. And also Timo Sterling too. Go on YouTube and join Advanced Football too on YouTube. We are live direct. So guys, I want to appreciate you guys for actually joining. It's been fantastic, and I did not regret any moment of coming live on Friday, because I meet good people here, and it's always educative and actually a fantastic discussion. So we're just gonna dive in straight into the preview of the game between Nigeria and Rwanda. It's going to take place at the prestigious Amaro Stadium in Kigali. It's going to be 4 p.m. UK time, 5 p.m. Nigerian time, maybe probably 6 p.m. South African time. So it's going to be a very, very big one. So I have a lot of things to actually to discuss with you. Last week I discussed about the provisional list, but on Tuesday, and they released the 23-man team list that'll be coming to camp, and there was a change there. So I'm going to talk about the 23-man list first. Then we'll now discuss. I'll now discuss the preview to that game. So this is the 23-man list by Eric Schell, and goalkeepers actually was Stanley Webberly, Amaso Basoge, Kyle Bankole of Raymond Stars. In case you're not familiar with that name, it's Kyle Bankole of Raymond Stars. Defenders are William Trust Ekong, Brazos Samuel, Bruno Yemechi, Calvin Bassi, Olaluwaino, and Igor Ogbu. Midfielders are Wilfred Ndidi, Rafael Onyedika, Al Hassan Yusuf Abdullahi, Alex Iwobi, Joseph Adele Aribu, Papa Daniel, Mustafa. Forwards are Samuel Chukwueze, Victor Osimhen, Ademola Lookman, Victor Boniface, Simon Moses, Sadiq Omar, Nathan Taylor, and Tolu Arokodare. So something happened. Nathan Taylor, I was listening to the press conference when Alonso was discussing about it before the game against Bayern Munich. He said Taylor is 50-50. So that's when I knew that he might not be available for this Nigerian game. So it's 50-50. So the medical team in Germany prefer him to stay behind during the international window. So, and they communicated that with the NFF. So he has been replaced by Jordan Torinaga of Genk FC in the Belgium Pro League. So there's also injury doubt for Moses Simon, but I think he's trying to stick up. But in case Moses Simon did not make it, I'm hearing that Chidera Duke will be the player to actually to replace him. So it might be the like for like replacement, Chidera Ejuke. So we'll see how that one actually turns out for Nigeria. But I hope that Moses Simon is actually back and is ready to play for Nigeria against Rwanda in Kigali next Friday. So that's your list for you. I don't need to ask you guys to tell me your opinion about the list. This is like 4 days old list now. Some of you already saw the list already. So for me, not a bad list. I've already had my opinion. I just if you listen to the Nigerian FC podcast, I told you about my opinion that I think it's not a bad list, but a lot of people complained about the inclusion of Alassane Yusuf Abdullahi and also the omission of Frank Onyeka, inclusion of Igor Ogbu ahead of Gabriel Shaw. So for me, I understand the Onyeka's omission, but it's best to the coach. I said it earlier. He will live and die with what? With his decisions. I hope he can actually he works out well for him. I'm praying for him and I'm rooting for him here that he's gonna actually do well. So that is that about the list. So and in case you don't know, sorry, I'm jumping slightly. So apologies for that. Let me just get some few things across to you first. So that is actually what that. And the referee for the game is going to be the man from what? It's going to be Atli. He's from I think he's from Morocco. So he's a cat friendly referee. He's a no nonsense referee. He'll give you cards straight away. He doesn't care. He will give you cards straight away. So I just want our boys to actually to be very careful, when on Friday. And guys, if you are in the UK or you are in Europe, FIFA Plus TV already posted the game. That the game is like it's going to take place around. It's going to be 4 p.m. UK time, so they're going to start the pre-match around 13:48. So around 15:48. Sorry. So if you are in Europe, you can watch the game on FIFA Plus TV. It's free and it's going to be HD camera live and direct from the venue. So in case you want to enjoy uninterrupted live game, just go to FIFA Plus TV. If you're in Europe, you will get that one live and direct. And I'm not sure about the rights in Africa, but as soon as I get a link in Africa too, I will also post that FIFA Plus TV live and direct. You don't actually get live feeds of that game from FIFA Plus TV. I checked it today. Nigerian game is already there. In fact, it's action-packed FIFA Cup qualifier week. I can't actually wait. So let me just take this comment quickly. So Tisgogo, thank you for this. We have applied. We're just waiting for them to do everything so that you guys can be able to support us too on the dollar sign. Thank you, Tisgogo, one of our best gifter from the old channel. Thank you for always being there. So, and also, fantastic personality. Thank you, Fashiwot, for always being there. So the dollar sign will be out very soon. And you can actually support us. I really appreciate all of you. Sometimes when I finish the live in the old channel now, I see a lot of people donating already. Come on. Thank you guys for being there. Don't worry, in like a couple of days, dollar sign is gonna be there. Maybe on this video, by this time you guys start watching this video over again, you will see the dollar sign there. As soon as possible. Thank you guys for always being there. So the link should work in Africa. So, okay, yeah. I think it also work in Africa. I'm not sure. It didn't work in Africa last time around. I hope it works in Africa this time. It didn't really work. So I think in my old channel there, my old YouTube channel there, I had to stream the game live, and I got in trouble, streaming the game live. I remember I streamed the game between Nigeria and Zimbabwe live, and also Nigeria and Lesotho live. I got in trouble with the Nigerian and Zimbabwe live, so I can't try it again. Yeah. So, guys, this is not the first time that Nigeria played against Rwanda. Nigeria played against Rwanda in the World Cup 2006 qualifiers. That was in Kigali. Nigeria beat Rwanda 2-0 in Abuja, and we drew 1-1 in Kigali. So that was the old Amahoro Stadium in Kigali. Nigeria drew 1-1, and the Nigerian goal was scored by Obafemi Martins, while the Rwandan goal was scored by Jimmy Gatete. Jimmy Gatete scored the opener for Rwanda, and Nigeria petite striker Obafemi Martins actually equalized in that game. So we drew 1-1 in that game. You know what happened? We didn't qualify for that World Cup. So we have never beat Rwanda in Kigali before. That never happened before. So the first time, I hope that Friday be the first time that Nigeria will actually will beat Rwanda in Kigali. So I'm hoping that I'm hoping that the whole thing actually we work out well for Nigeria. So if you have been following this channel very well, I've already discussed everything with you, about how the Rwandans play and everything. So today we're going to dive into my preferred lineup, why I think it should line up that way, and secondly, how Nigeria can use that lineup to beat Rwanda. So I'm actually going to dive into that. But before I go into that, let me just take some of your comments quickly. Then just to appreciate you that you actually yeah. So let me today's episode will be very interesting. I can feel it. Okay, great. Thank you for that. I hope it's going to be very interesting. I'm going to be relying on your contributions too. Ayuba, Alice, I said that good evening, everyone. Please like and subscribe, guys. Please like and subscribe. We are 50. We are 47 here watching now. I'm not sure. Maybe we are up to that like. Please, we are 21 likes. That's just below half of those actually watching the video. Please, guys, like the video and also subscribe to the channel. So where's our football? Okay, sorry, I'm actually here. Thank you. So no last sign. So Anthony Ali said that my worry is that is all major league are still having games on Sunday. It is a miracle if they get full house by 18th, with only 2 clear days of training. I know I'm reading that Victor Osimhen will be arriving this weekend. So one of our main man is going to actually be arriving this weekend. So I think it's going to be very interesting. So guys, if you are on Instagram, Salam, so you're not meant to be here. If you're on Instagram, I'm going to end this Instagram now. Guys, go on YouTube and go and join directly. We have 20 people watching on Instagram. Go on YouTube and join. Go on YouTube and actually join directly so that you will not miss any part of it. Against football to go on YouTube and actually join directly. So don't stay on Instagram. Just go on YouTube. We know that we don't have monetization yet. Sorry, sir. Running to YouTube. So guys, go on YouTube and actually go and join. So yeah, I know that some players are bent on. In fact, I can tell you that Eric Chile also is in Rwanda now. I think it's in Rwanda now. So some people are traveling on Monday. Some people, so those are opening camp on a Sunday. They are already in Rwanda now. So that's a good thing. So we have never beat Rwanda at home. Yes, we have never beat them actually at home. Please kindly like the video. So thank you, Kevin Marvel. I want to ask Moses is injured. Yes, it's doubtful. It's doubtful for I hope that he can actually he can play. I think he's desperate to come to camp. I hope that he can actually he can play. So let me just talk about this guy quickly. Today Victor Osimhen, sorry, not this guy. Victor Osimhen actually was scoring an hat-trick today against Antalyaspor in their league game today. He scored 3 goals and also gave a penalty to even Alvaro Morata to score. So to tell you that he's in top form. So he's going to be traveling this weekend. In fact, Victor Osimhen will be one of the first players to arrive in camp, because his game is today. So he's going to leave straight. Maybe probably tomorrow. He's leaving tomorrow. I think it's going to be in Rwanda by Monday. Sunday, Monday. He's going to be there. So it's going to be early birds in camp. I'm hearing that Bankole Kayode, Stanley Wabali, Amas Obasoge, Papa Daniels Mustafa, Alassane Yusuf, and about 7 or 8 players will be in camp already on the 16th. So I think that Eric Chile said give them till Tuesday. All of them should be in camp till before Tuesday. After Tuesday, I don't think you'll be able to play again. He gave them till Tuesday to report to camp. So I don't think after Tuesday they'll be able to actually they'll be able to play again. So I hope that they can actually listen to this guy and actually obey him. Very important. Go on YouTube. Some of you are still here. Go on YouTube and go actually join, please, on YouTube. So that is that about Victor Osimhen, and I'm going to start by explaining my preferred starting 11. I will first of all talk to you about Rwanda and why I think that I will go with this starting 11. I will tell you about their players. I will tell you about their strengths, tell you about their weaknesses, and I will tell you about why I will go with this Nigeria starting 11. So look at, let me just give you clue about some few things about Rwanda. For me, look at this clip. I've showed you this clip before about Rwanda. This was the first game they played in an AFCON qualifier. What I observe about them basically is that they like to force opposition to go and cross the ball. They are comfortable when you cross the ball. They edge the ball. They are comfortable. Their defenders one of them is based in Azerbaijan. The other one is based in Libya. They are very tall guys. In fact, he won like 80% of the area those against Boniface. To tell you how strong they are. I don't think Boniface is the strongest too, aerially, but he won majority of the area those against Victor Boniface. So they are not comfortable when you play with the ball. 1-2 around, they can't play ball. So that's one thing I think that the midfield might be where we win the game. You can see exactly here again the midfield. When we don't cross the ball, this is Lukman. That was Lukman against them. When we did not cross the ball, when we try to pass the ball around in the middle, you can see clearly here that what's it called? You can see clearly here that what's it called? You can see clearly here that we were trying to actually we got them. Sorry, apologies guys. Somebody's abusing me here. I don't really know what even happened here. So you can see clearly here that we were trying to actually to attack them directly. So when you move the ball around, they are not really comfortable with that. So you can see this was a cross they considered, and you can see, look at these two. When they see a player trying to run at them, this is how they panic. When they see a player at the edge of their area, they panic, they don't know what to do. They are not really good with the ball. So they prefer to force you to the edge of the area, go and cross the ball. But when you want to play around them, they will bring you down, they will rescue you to the floor, they will do whatever they can to actually to bring you down, which you can see here. This was a game against Benin Republic. They lost that game by about 3-0. That was what Genetro, I know that we started him, but he's a very good tactician. He knows exactly what to do with these guys. You can see exactly, again, I told you about that. The goals they're considering are normally from this range. When you come with them in that midfield, there's this little 1-2 with them. You drive with them, you drive into their area. You can see this was the third goal by Benin Republic against Rwanda. I'm just trying to tell you how instrumental, how Genetro destroyed them totally. Genetro is one of the coaches that destroyed Rwanda totally. So you can see exactly this guy cannot, if not because of the circumstances, Rwanda should not be a threat to Nigeria. But it's just that when you find yourself in this situation, you have to look for a way to win. So you can see exactly two again. This was against what? Against them too. You can see when you are in that area, when they're in that area, they are extremely what? Not comfortable with it. So I hope Nigeria will not fall into that trap by trying to go and start crossing the ball to the area. That is what they want you to do. That is what they are comfortable doing. And if you continue to do that, we're gonna be in trouble. I can tell you. I hope the secretary that she was is listening. You can see again, driving against them. This was a goal by Benin Republic against them. So you can see, immediately you have a player, you have them, you want them to play ball, you want to dribble them, you want to pass in that midfield. They are not comfortable. Their midfielders cannot play with the ball. You know, that is the truth. They cannot play with the ball with their legs. That's the truth. They can only run and mark. So they don't want you to play in that midfield too. And Eguavon, with his wisdom, he agreed with Rwanda and went to start crossing the ball. So you can see they don't want you to play in that area. What they want you to do is for you to go and cross the ball. That's why they form this diamond midfield formation, just to mark you and force you to that wings. They can't play the ball. Their best player play in Libya is only good at marking the ball. The boy is not as 1/20 as good as Frank Onyeka. It's not as 1/20 good as Frank Onyeka. They just want to, they can't play ball. That is it. They can't play ball. So that is that. So you can see exactly here again. This is what, can you see? This is what Libya did against them too. Immediately they pass the ball, just pass the ball. Just pass the ball. Halan, just pass the ball. You can see the way they pass the ball, they start panicking. Can you see? It's now what? It's now 5 players beat 4. Just bypass their midfield. Pass the ball. Make them play the ball. You know, that's why I say that we are missing John Obi Mikel. With due respect to Undi, is not as half as good as Mikel Obi. This type of game, these are the games that Mikel will win for you. Because Mikel will hold the ball. Mikel will handle the ball under pressure. We can move the ball smoothly. You know, I just, we can't bring Mikel back again from retirement. This is, as can you see again, you pass the ball, they are not comfortable with the ball. So, and I will tell you the reason why I'm picking my formation. So this was the goal. They scored straight away. You can see, can you see? This was against Nigeria. Samuel Chukwueze against them. Can you see? That same area again. That same area again. They cannot play the ball. They cannot play the ball. They get dribbled easily. They cannot play the ball. They want you to go to the wings. They want you to go to the wings, and so they can double up on you. They want you to, they cannot play the ball. Oh, for God's sake, these guys plays in Azerbaijan, in second division in Greece, and second division in division 4. They can't play the ball. They can only run and mark. If you want to show you are better, don't wrestle with them. Don't wrestle with them. Let them play the ball on the ground. Then they're going to be in trouble. If I'm going to recommend few things at the end of the video. If Eric Shell do it and the Eagles do that thing, I can tell you that 4-0 in Kigali, 4-0 and 3-0 against Zimbabwe. So this is my summary about it. And if a team have these weaknesses too, I'm going to end it. Guys on Instagram, yeah, go and join on YouTube now. Go and join on YouTube. I'm going to remove the guys on Instagram. Go and join on YouTube. Kind man, go and join on YouTube. Kind man, my brother in Abuja. Kind man, go and join on YouTube. I don't chase you. Dance football on YouTube. So I'm going to bye guys. So you can see clearly here. This is under this thing. Chukwueze. So what I'm just saying basically is that it's so obvious. That is how they set them up. They cannot play the ball. They cannot play the ball for their life. But they also have strength too. Because a team cannot win 2 games, draw 1, this World Cup qualifier, without also having their strength. I can tell you this is their clear weakness. They also have their strength. Let's look at their strength quickly. So their strength is what? Is to cross the ball. They want to cross the ball. It's not as if they are good at it, but they want overlapping runs from the right. You cross the ball. You can see clearly here. This was against Libya as early as the 2nd minute. You can see this is like Mugisha. Mugisha plays for APR of Rwanda as early as possible. This was against Nigeria. They're looking for options. You know, that's the way they bundled on the floor. And you know, that's why I was I don't want to pick on any player, but you know, and you can see the same thing too. This was against Nigeria. You know, they're going to get the ball to the wings, try and cross the ball. They are not skillful. But if you allow them to dribble you, they will dribble you. For example, now this guy is called Mugisa. He plays for APR Rwanda. He's a very skillful player. But in all honesty, this guy cannot play for our Chan team. Cannot play for Super Eagles Chan team, in my opinion. He cannot play for our Chan team. So I just hope that we get our things it's right. So it crossed the ball again. You can see that was our midfield. There was Bashiru and also what's it called, Fred Didi. That's why I don't want to say it. Eric Shell is not. I don't want to say he's not a big fan of Fisal Bashiru. But when you see mistakes like this, you know, that you will be thinking that well, because sometimes you get lost, positional awareness not really there, attacking threat is very, is very solid, So another thing too, you can see the same Lappe runs too. The guy, you can see that one. They pass the ball forward, they cross it. That is their way of like scoring. Free kicks. You can see the same. This is another thing from them. So they tend to want to play from the back. It's a lie. Hey, Mr. Adegi, big name. So this is their tactics. They tend to want to play from the back, but I like Gennett Raw. I love Gennett Raw. Gennett Raw to match them with their tactics. Big shout out to my friend, my brother. That is Ewa Abadidu. I hear you. So this they tend to play, but it's a lie. They want to play long ball to their wingers. So if you win this ball early, they're in trouble. That's why I will show you how I think. We should line up against them. So you can see the same thing too. You cross the ball. Can you see? This was if you check this game very well, I will show you. This was what's it called? Against Nigeria in Uyo. This is their tactics. They throw the ball, they cross it to the area. So at any point in time, they tend to get the cross to the area. So this is goal against Nigeria. Wow, it was a very horrible defensive structure for Onda Iguavo. And they scored that goal. For me, this was like horrible defending. I hope that they don't try this at any again. Go for your one-on-one marking. They should never try it again. So the same thing against, you can see they cross again. They try to cross the ball as early as possible. You can see against Nigeria again, they cross the ball as early as possible. It's against Libya. And they cross the ball, they get these overlapping runs. They cross the ball as early as possible. That's their major tactics, the attacking outlet. And so let me just show you quickly something. So look at this part now. I don't know why this one just put this part. Look at this part now. You can see this cross. Look at this cross again. Sorry, look at this cross again. Similar way. Similar how they scored against Libya. The same thing they want to score against Nigeria too. The similar way. So they just have these tactics at the point of the game. They want to cross the ball. They want to get the ball across to you. They want to do everything. So I just think that the coach will do this thing. So a big comment here. Man said that this is the new coach. I don't think it will say that. Yes, but I won't lie to you. The last game Rwanda played was when they beat Nigeria. Beating Nigeria is big for Rwanda. The coach will want to learn from that tactics. The coach will want to learn from that tactics. So I think that it might not be 100%, but the coach will look for a way to copy that win. Might copy that win. So I think that he will take it, because let's be honest ourselves. When Eguavon took over the coaching job of Super Eagles against Benin Republic, he went with what? With Pesiero's tactics, playing three from the back. Eguavon never played three at the back for Nigeria before. Never. But because Pesero was so successful with playing three at the back, he went for the same thing too. So what I'm saying is that it might not be 100% the same, but it's going to be similar because it worked. And that same tactics is what Rwanda used, and they're on top of this World Cup qualifier group. So that's why I think that it's going to change something, but it might not be 100%. So guys, how many people have liked the video now? 40 people like the video, 75 people watching. Yes, thank you. Ewa Badidu. So that's what a coach will play information that gives his players what? Results. He will want to get something similar, because this same formation they did gave them 4 points against Nigeria. 4 points. They won one, they drew one. So if he changes everything completely, they will criticize him too. So that's why I think that he might change few things, but he will want to go to this. So look at this one. Look at Greg. So that I think AJ will tweak the tactics a little bit, cause no time to deploy own tactics. Yes, and Chile might even tweak it more, because what? The ones we used before did not give us results. The ones we used before did not give us what? Results. That is it. So I still believe that these guys beat us. I can't stand believe yet. Lookman beat that we scored first. Yeah, so we scored first. So we scored first. So guys, go and like the video. Go and like the video. You go and like the video. We only have 40 people liked the video now, and 69 people actually watching. Like the video. It costs you nothing to like the video. Like the video. Yes, we scored first, and we also what? Lost. Can you see? That's what he said. So now, based on my analysis, based on what I observed, I think it's high time for us to play them, to pay them with their own coin, to play them the way I think we'll get results. So for me, I will now show you my starting lineup for the game against Rwanda, barring any injury. This is my lineup. This is my lineup for the game against Rwanda in Kigali. I'm going for a 4-4-2 diamond formation. And I'll tell you my reason. One, I will go with Stanley Wabali in goal. I believe that he's way ahead of any goalkeeper in camp, just as Victor Osimhen is way ahead of any striker in camp. I think Stanley Wabali too is similar. He's way ahead of any goalkeeper in camp. All I know is arguably the best right back in Europe now. I don't think his position is actually not secured. And his deputy is going to be Osai Samuel. So I think Olaina will be very instrumental here. And I will tell you the reason why I think Olaina should play. Ekong and Bassi. Yes, I go with Ekong because no matter how it is, Ekong is not playing against Vinicius Jr. Ekong is not playing against what's it called again? Mo Salah. He's playing against Insuti from Azerbaijan, Division 2, Benchwarmer in Azerbaijan. So I don't think Ekong should be troubled. I think Ekong should be very good here and be able to organize the backline very well. I'm going with Calvin Bassey as his partner because a lot of people criticize Calvin Bassey, but I believe that this youthful exuberance and everything, I think it's good. It's good. I just think that he can even move the ball well in case we want to change formation to a back three towards the end of the game. Bruno Yemechi, I think, is the best left back currently in camp. I think it's more attacking. I think it's going to provide width. I think what's it called? He can cross the ball well. I think I think we are secured, especially when Aribo is there in that midfield. And the reason why I'm going to be playing Rafael Onyedika in the midfield in this base is because I saw the way Rafael Onyedika receives the ball under pressure against Aston Villa. He didn't panic throughout. The way he distributes the ball, the way he wins the ball, I just realized that, and the guy can sense danger quickly. So I think we need somebody to be able to hold the ball in front of that defense. So I think that not Wilfred Ndidi. For me, I think the better, the farther you get Wilfred Ndidi far away from your goal, the better. I think he's not stable in that role again. I think Onyedika is better. And based on the fact Onyedika is stronger in those now, I don't think Onyedika can play that role for us again. In his club side, he doesn't even play that role again. So I don't think under many coaches now, under about 3 coaches, he's not been playing that role again. So I think that it's better for him to move slightly forward if he's going to play. In that midfield, I'm going with Joe Aribo. No, the reason why I'm going to Joe Aribo is because Aribo is, despite his work rate, Aribo 1-2. And the way Aribo can open up spaces, especially when there is less pressure on him, is very good. I remember Joe Aribo's goal against Sporting Braga. It was against Sporting Braga or Benfica. A solo goal from the edge of the area. So we need players to open up Rwanda. That is it. And if we're talking about a player that can open up Rwanda from a deep line, I think Joe Aribo can do that. Joe Aribo can even, come through balls. You can throw through balls to Joe Aribo. He can get into on the end of through balls. He can actually also score goal. So I go for Joe Aribo. And another thing also is this: when Bruno is attacking, because sometimes Bruno attacks too much. When Bruno is attacking, I think Joe Aribo can support in that area. So that's why I'm going for Joe Aribo. And also, too, if Calvin Bassey, the way Calvin Bassey normally push the ball to the midfield, Joe Aribo can drop to help in that area. So if everybody is set to 2, Aribo can go forward and assist Lookman and Osimhen even self, if need be. I'm going for Ndidi, not because I really want him to start. It's because there's no Frank Onyeka, and I don't trust Hassan Yusuf. So for me, I'm going for Ndidi, not for any particular reason, but in case Ola is attacking, because now I'm not going for any winger. So if at any point I want us to cross the ball, it should be coming from Ola and Bruno Yemechi. So in case Ola is bumping forward, I expect Ndidi to drop slightly and help him. Or even if we decide to change to 3 at the back, Ndidi can drop in and push Aina and Bruno to midfield. Then we play like a 3-5-2 formation. So for me, I go for Ndidi. Owobi, if there's any player that can open up, can play a true ball, any player that can play a 1-2 ball, any player that can play all these short passes, Alex Iwobi is the best for the Super Eagles currently. And I think that with Lukman and Osimhen making runs, not as a winger, making runs into the box ahead of Alex Iwobi, I think will punish Rwanda. And the reason why I'm going with 2 strikers is this. You will need to occupy Rwanda. I will show you one clip very soon. I will show you one clip very soon so that you can know. I have my reasons for all these things. I will show you one clip very soon. This is for just a. I hope I have it here. So I will show you. I hope I have it here. Yeah, look at this clip. So let me show you this clip. You can see those 2 central defenders. I want them occupied. Can you see the way Genetro set up? The way Genetro set them up is that they mark them out. This game ended 3-0 in favor of Benin Republic. Because they cannot play ball, I want Victor Osimhen to press them high, to win the ball early. And Victor Osimhen, Lukman partnership will destroy any defense in Africa. Any defense in Africa will destroy any defense in Africa. Not to talk about a player playing in AS Tripoli and a player playing in Azerbaijan. Will destroy any defense in Africa. So in my opinion, I think 2 up front should start. Lukman, the best player in Africa. What is the game to say? Look, Victor Osimhen, the former African best player. What is the game to say? So, if things did not go outside, if the things did not go according to plan, for me, I will go for a 4-2-4. No, I'll go for a 3-4-3 directly. A 3-4-3 directly. So my right wing back and left wing back will be bumping down the right and left side against Rwanda. And I'll be able to actually to punish them. This is how I think Eric Sekuche to start. And the reason that I'm starting with this is that I want us to play them through midfield. Don't cross. You can cross when don't plan with crosses like a Guavon and the judge. Don't plan with crosses, load the bus. No, don't plan with that. Plan with outplaying them in that midfield. Make sure you punish them, you pay them with their coin. I'm sure that 4-0 will be the scoreline in Kigali. That is my take on this. And I'm going to show you again, just to encourage you. I'll be showing you, and I'm going to show you again. This was the table in about how many years ago? Can you see? Third with 7 points. 5 points behind the leaders. We finished first in this group. So I'm just going to tell you, we finished first in this group with what? With 3 games to go. This is 6 games to go. Hope is not lost. These guys should think about the country first. And I can tell you, according to what Victor Simes said in his interview with John Wimikel, that these guys want them to run. If Nigeria, if Nigeria play according to what he wants them to do, I think Nigeria will come here on Friday to tell you how Eric Sekucheo tactically outclassed Rwanda in his first game as a coach. Guys, that is my submission, and that's the preview. I will 30 minutes before the game, when the lineup comes out, I will come on YouTube and just give you some 15 minutes quickly before the game starts. I'm not showing the game live, please. I'll just give you some 15 minutes, my opinion about the lineup and what I expect it has to go. So I'm going to put the link now on YouTube. Guys, if you want to join, send a request. This live is not going to be, I don't want it to be too long because I have a prayer tomorrow. So it's not going to be too long. But yeah. So send in requests. So this thing, send it as soon as possible. So let me just talk about this omission, Cristiano Uche. I think I understand, but I think that the guy should have helped Eric Sekucheo in this. But I agree with Sekucheo that they watched these guys 5 times before they made their decision. 5 times before they made up their mind to select them for this crucial assignment. Let's wait and see. Maybe the hours behind that computer screen will pay off on Friday. So I have my first 2 sets of callers here. Oladipo, my regular caller, a very good friend of the house, and also Mr. Kingsley Patrick, our historian, So let me just try and get them in quickly. And, I want the convenience to keep on. Thank you. Ola.
Good evening, my brother.
Good evening. Good evening. Thank you.
Good evening,
So,
everyone in the house. Good evening,
yes.
sir.
Good
Thank
evening.
you.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me start. Before I go to Mr. Kingsley, Mr. Kingsley is joining with a very good camera today. I can see that it's clearer. It's very clear compared to last week, Mr. Kingsley. So, Oladipo, let me just start from you. Your guy. You didn't text me today, but I know
I,
say
I
he
I
don't
I
deliver.
texted you. You've not seen it.
I've not seen it. Okay,
Uh,
okay, I go check out when I finish.
yeah,
Your guy don't deliver again. So, but
yeah.
okay,
I'm coming to that.
okay, yeah. Just your take.
Okay. First off, at this point, I think whoever is on the list, it should not be problem to us. At this point, let's just all support whoever is on the list,
Mm-hmm.
and I think even with a well organized Chan Eagles and a good coach, we should be able to beat this Rwanda and this thing. Talk
Yeah.
more. Even if we feed Alassane Yusuf,
Mm-hmm.
I believe he's got better quality than these guys. I mean, yeah, as much as I'm not so much of a fan of him, but he's still better than some of their midfielders. So whichever player we field in on that day, I think we are going to triumph by God's grace. And then I'm beginning to see why this man does not want to call Onyeka
Mm-hmm.
or did not call Onyeka
Mm-hmm.
from this formation you've arranged now. Because I've been looking at the way he's going to put these guys together,
Mm-hmm.
considering the fact that I didn't bring so many midfielders, I mean, powerful, heavy midfielders. But from the way you've arranged it now, I think from the past 1 or 2 seasons, we can see Ndidi going front and
Mm-hmm.
making use
Yeah.
of the ball
Yeah.
positively.
Yeah.
But Onyeka is more of I see Oyedika doing better than Onyeka in that position you've put Onyeka. And I
Mm-hmm.
can't trust Ndidi in that
That
proper
position.
standing for. So
Yeah.
who we can trust is either Onyedika or Onyeka. And I
Mm-hmm.
would better give it to Onyedika.
Yes.
So and then on the other side of the midfield,
Mm-hmm.
Aribo is better off too. It just
Mm-hmm.
needs to be more say add a little bit of physicalities to his
Mm-hmm.
game, and we should be good to go. I think Iwobi is good with the final third
Final
of
part.
yeah. I was seeing the game today with I think Benin or Rwanda. I saw
Mm-hmm.
some beautiful passes Iwobi
Yeah.
was throwing. I
Yeah.
don't know how they used to criticize that guy. Yo.
Mm-hmm.
He's got uh, crazy passes. I saw
Yeah.
the game against England too.
Mm-hmm.
The game we play in Wembley. I saw the
Yeah.
pass he gave. He got. Iwobi is better off in that position, to be
That position.
honest. And
Yeah.
yeah, me, I 100% support this formation you've
Yeah.
arranged. 'Cause,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
and then
Yeah.
I want
Yeah.
to give, I want to
Sorry, hold on, Ola. Let me just acknowledge. Bobby Ray, I can see you. I'll bring you on as soon as possible. Chris, too, I can see you. I'll bring you as soon as possible. Let me just finish with my guys here. I'm coming to you guys. So continue, Ola.
Yeah. IoT used to say he won't he used to say, the way he used to say Osimhen, if he's not scoring such a number of goals, he should not be talked about as the world best. And it is true. You can't be playing in Turkey and be scoring 20 goals and you want to be talked about in Sky News. It's not
Mm-hmm.
possible. You
Mm-hmm.
have to be on 30,
Mm-hmm.
or for you to be talked about in
Mm-hmm.
Sky News. I mean, to
How
be
many
talked
goals now?
about. He's in 26 goals all round, though, but
Mm-hmm.
20 goals in
The league.
Turkish league. So, me, I even want to ask, as much as it is Turkish league, if he wins the league and with highest goal scorer, is it worth to be contesting for African best again?
Uh, it's hard. It's hard
Yeah.
because of
I
the.
think other distance are there. We have these two Moroccans that
Mhm.
helped Morocco to the semi-final of the World Cup. They're still playing in Turkey. I think I
Yeah.
watched their game with Rangers.
Yeah.
Uh,
Amrabat and
But
Enesiri.
it's different, sir. It's
Yeah,
winning the league and highest goal scorer.
yeah,
But I think, yeah, Salah, they'll just go with Salah, to be honest.
yeah.
no, though Salah should be is I think he's the favorite for
Yeah, it's the right
African
transfer.
football, if not
Yeah,
even the Ballon d'Or,
yeah.
because he's consistent. Yeah.
It's not really no.
Yeah.
So, Chris, you want to say something? No, Ola, you want to say something about this nice performance of Victor Osimhen, Patrick?
Yes, I want to say something. And there was one of my brother that used to come on this your life.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he's here. I can't remember his name. He said he
Uche?
doesn't. No, he's not Uche, but he said he doesn't know how to position.
Okay, that was
So
that.
yes, you should go
Okay,
and see. As much as me, I saw the game,
that's
but you
my
should go and
co-host.
see. You should
Uh,
go and see Ayoti's caption. Say proper, perfect timing, perfect positioning. So
mm-hmm.
that one will explain the game to him. No,
No,
no
no,
sentiments. I
no ifs
mean,
and buts.
yeah. I believe he's worth the hype, and
Uh,
kudos to him for giving the penalty to.
so,
Yeah,
this,
that's a good sportsmanship.
yeah,
This thing. Yeah,
yeah.
I'll just let.
Oh, that's it. Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
thank you for so that you can still come back again. Let me just bring
Okay.
people
No
on
worries.
as
No
soon as
worries.
this. Yeah. So and yeah, Mr. Kingsley, let me hear from you.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. So you
Uh,
want to contribute about the Rwanda game. I'm coming, Bobby Ray. I have you next now, Bobby
okay.
Ray. So yeah, I'm listening to you, Mr. Kingsley. You want to say something about what we've discussed about Rwanda and the list too?
I think I don't believe strongly that list was 100% from Eric Chell. I think
Mm-hmm.
there was interference
Mm-hmm.
from the FA
Mm-hmm.
because I don't know what Hassan Yusuf is doing in that list. For him to be selected ahead of Onyeka,
Mm-hmm.
and is a shocker to
Mm-hmm.
say the least. Then we also have Sadiq Omar in
Mm-hmm.
that list, who sprained injury the last AFCON and went back only to play for his club,
Mm-hmm.
which was, so another 10. And he's not even consistent.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe that there was interference in that list. Maybe he has selected his normal. It will be other people he knows, and then to make up the numbers, all these other guys started putting their input, which and this is not a good thing, to do at this stage, because definitely now there is no, the match will be purely on merit. There is no mago. CAF president is for South Africa. He will want South Africa to qualify if they do the best. So I think Nigeria should go for their best. But be it as it may, I just hope, because something like Paul Onuachu is has that height for area balls. So they should have also drafted Paul Onuachu in place of Sadiq Omar. Because we need somebody. If you can't score, through normal play, you can look for strikers that can convert set piece. And Onuachu has that height, to convert a set piece. So I don't know why he was omitted, but we watch and see what they will bring out against Rwanda, because this must-win match is not negotiable.
Yeah, and I want to ask you a question. You have been following football for so many years, and I actually would appreciate that. Anytime Nigeria have to need a win, qualifier. I just want to flash back some examples. I don't know is here. He will remember this. Nigeria against Burkina Faso in Ouagadougou, 97. The white witch doctor. I was hearing news then that they buried monkey on the pitch in Burkina Faso, but we went there to beat them. We needed that win then. I remember Nigeria versus Algeria in Blida. Remember that was under Iguavon. We were pushed to the wall. We needed to go and beat them.
We beat them 5-1 or 5-2.
5-2. The same thing too. When we needed a victory between Nigeria against Zimbabwe, in Abuja, the last game of the 2006 soccer qualifier too. The same thing. We went there, we get the results. I remember Nigeria against Central African Republic under Kenneth Raw in Ivory. When we just at home, we went there to beat them in Cameroon in the return leg 2-0. We normally get results when we are pumped up. Do you see us winning this game?
Those days you are talking was when all this team selection was purely on merit. We don't have that interference where because some of the names we put in that list was a disgrace, to say the least, because you are going for a World Cup. This is a must-win match. And this was part of the thing that cost Finidi the job, because I remember the lineup, most of the substitutions he did against the Benin Republic, where he lost. It was a shambles, trying to favor some people from certain regions of the country. And immediately you start doing that, it's going to backfire. And the same people that you are trying to favor will come back and fire you.
Mr. Christie, I don't want to come here and defend Eric Shell, but I'll just go.
No, I'm not blaming Eric Shell, because I don't believe that Eric Shell, got those players. I think Eric Shell may have selected Iwobi, Ekong, Nwabale, all those NDD, because he visited NDD in London, Simon, and then to make up the 23-man list, all the other people started bringing their input to make up that number. But I don't believe that he selected those guys.
That
in my assessment,
18 players will dress.
Yes. Although those players may not play if these guys doesn't have injury. So we are still safe. Although this match is a high pressure match that anything that injuries, players are susceptible to injuries when they are playing this type of match, because you have to, throw caution to the wind. and then you have to attack. And for recent Champions League matches, some lost home and won away. PSG lost at home to Liverpool. They came back and they won 1-0 and qualified. Galatasaray, Fenerbahce lost at home and won, although they finally lost on penalties, but they cancelled the. So, most of the matches, which means that you can still win away if you put your eyes together. But it depends on, how we approach it. I remember the match. The match in 2001, we won Sudan 4-0. That match, everything was right from preparation. They took care of the weather. They were camping in Kanu, the hottest part of Kanu. They arrived the venue on time to acclimatize. And then they opened attack from the blast of the west. They didn't give the opportunity for the end third day for Sudan to even think what to do. They were just attacking.
This was a very good organization, and I can see
which was a very good,
So that the submission fantastic. Let me just bring up people on. Thank you, Mr. Clean, for your contribution. I will still come back to hear your prediction about it when we actually will assemble. What's your prediction about? Okay, predict your score before I let you go, Mr. Chrisley.
That's a very difficult one. I think Nigeria will win. But I don't see Nigeria winning them with high margin. But Nigeria will get them. So maybe 1-0, 2-1, 3-2. But I don't see Nigeria thrashing them there. But at the same time, I don't see Nigeria, losing. So that is the thing. Even though the pressure will be on us, but when the chips are down, we should be able to rise to the occasion. So. I just believe that most time when coaches start well, they start very well. Maybe later they may fumble, but they start. I remember the Van Nistelrooy when they sacked Eric in Man U. He took over. He did very well. The few matches he supervised, they won 5-0, 4-0, and that thing gave Leicester the impression that this guy is the guy, but the guy came to Leicester and started fumbling. But when he started,
we just want that first impression.
Yes, that first impression. So most coaches, do that, because you need to convince your employer that you are the right man for the job. So hopefully we should be able to get a result.
Thank you, Mr. Kingsley. All right. So I'll just take you that slightly now and then let me bring that to actual joining box. Thank you for that insightful contribution again. Thank you. So let me just bring Bobby. So Chris, I know that you have been waving. I don't know if I can hear you, but Chris, you have been waiting. Bobby, thanks for actually I like that on top of that TV, but I'll come to that one later. Chris. Yeah. So we were counting down. Months turn into months, weeks.
Since last year.
Since last year. It's now a matter of days.
Yeah.
Before the big clash, and people have been waiting for this day. This is the preview before the game. So let me ask you, Chris. The dust don't settle now. We have analyzed, we have reanalyzed, we have previewed, we have preview. Now, Chris, where do you think the pendulum will swing and what will happen? Somebody already told me, said that I will tell you explicitly that the government will take over in September. I said,
no, that's the mad. We shall go on.
Chris, your talk. I'm coming. I just let me also move so that we can be with. Yeah. So, Chris, your talk.
Yeah, I did not. I yesterday I saw a video of Wavon on a podcast. He was wearing a hat with Cerezo on it. You can see he's already, branding, getting himself ready because he probably thinks that he's going to get the job anytime soon. But but to start with everything, when I saw I think I'll start with the list, because when I saw the list, I won't lie, I was really disappointed in that midfield.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm really, really disappointed. One is because, we spoke about Eric Chele's team, the Malian team. We saw how they were able to press South Africa and made them unable to play their games.
Mm-hmm.
And how they had runners in that midfield. That was how they were able to, do what they were supposed to do. And what's his name? Osimhen said the same thing on the podcast with Mikel, where he said that Eric told him that anybody that's not running won't play.
Mm-hmm.
And when I look at that midfield, it's as if it's contradicting what he's saying, because when you look at that midfield, we don't have runners in that midfield.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have runners in that midfield. We don't have people that because when I look at Ndidi,
mm-hmm.
it's not Ndidi of 2018 or 2017.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when I see him,
mm-hmm.
He's not that same player. And when you look at Iwobi doesn't play as a midfielder for Fulham.
Mm-hmm.
He plays on the wing for Fulham. He's either playing right wing, or when they
Mm-hmm.
move him, they move him to the left wing. So he doesn't play as a midfielder. And then when we go to the only person there that I can say that have been putting minutes and playing well in that as a midfielder is Onyedika. And then I got to find out that Papa Daniel haven't been active for 5 months.
Oh, no. Okay. That's false.
No, okay, but okay. Let's say that part is okay. When was the last time he played a football match? When was the last time he played a game?
He played for Tornadoes about 3 weeks ago. He went on trial in Slovakia also. I think in Poland. He went on trial in Poland. Yeah. And
then what was the result of the trial where you went for?
See, let me say something.
No, Smith. The reason why I'm saying this, if you are you telling me that Papa Daniel is better than Fisayo or Cristiano Zucchi or Onyeka for the Super Eagles team?
Let me see. Let me just say something. This game, I said something that what will happen in this game. The boys that they're going to play against in the midfield, my brother, these boys cannot play ball. But what they can do is they can run. You need somebody first that can hold on to the ball. That's why I say that we're missing Mikel. The only person that can hold on to the ball is Onyedika,
yeah.
And in all honesty, I like Frank Onyeka's work rate. I like his work rate. But we have to say the truth about emotion. Frank Onyeka cannot use the ball. In this type of game, you will not need to be. See, these guys are not skillful. You need to be winning ball from them. They want to have the ball. Onyeka will be instrumental to Eric Shell. Maybe when we qualify for the World Cup. If you want to play against Spain, to break up play, to do everything, but you want to play. Okay, look at this game in Brentford. When Brentford want to play against top team, Frank Onyeka is always there. If you remember,
Yeah.
We will use him against Man City, against this. We will use him. But what I'm just trying to say basically is this: I'm not defending him. It could be a reason that is different from what I'm saying. But if truly Eric Shell picked these guys, I support him. You mentioned that it will be wrong. So.
No, it won't be wrong. I'm not saying it doesn't, but I'm saying that for Fulham, he doesn't play as a midfielder anymore for Fulham. He plays as a winger for Fulham.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just my only thing that I have to, because I was
never
watching
a midfielder.
I was watching this thing where I don't know if it was IoT, someone that said something about
I have you there.
Someone that says something about this guy, Chris Santos, doesn't know where he plays. Either he plays a midfielder or he plays as a this thing. And I was trying to say that for what's his name, for Iwobi, it's also the same thing because he plays as a midfielder for Super Eagles. But Iwobi, when he started playing for Arsenal, he wasn't playing as a midfielder. He started as a winger for Arsenal. But when it was for Super Eagles, he played as a midfielder. And that we have always seen him as that. And that's the reason why when people get angry at him with the way he plays for Super Eagles, I always look at it like
I want to ask you a question, Chris.
Yeah.
Before I go to Chris, do you think Ndidi normally runs when he's playing for Leicester?
I think it depends because now for Leicester he doesn't play as a defensive midfielder anymore.
Does he run?
When he was playing as a defensive midfielder, he was everywhere on the pitch.
No, I'm talking about now. Does he run?
No, now he doesn't anymore because even when I watch the what do you call it? Anytime I try to watch them play, you always see the way they breeze past him, and I think that's the reason why the coach decided to move him up, and then now
they breeze past him. I don't know that word though, please. They breeze past him because I'm going to record it to Ndidi. Sorry. So, Chris, let me just like let me just ask you this question. Based on the formation where I arrange, just to like give you the formation now. Based on the way I ask you what I add and subtract from it.
I think for the defense is okay. I mean, apart from Bruno trying to be a winger and not tracking back, it's okay because also Aribo is going to help out there. I think my only thing there is that it's just Ndidi. And the reason why I'm saying this is because we need someone that can run into their box. And we saw it. I was watching the game against the game we played against South Africa, and I was watching Dele Bashiru, and those runs he was making. I don't know how we didn't get a penalty in that game, because there was a run he made that Lukman gave him that through ball, and they cleared him without even. I don't know how that's supposed to be the penalty, but
it was robbery. We're robbed.
Yeah, we'll move on from that. But we need someone like that. I don't know if Ndidi is going to do that for us, but we need a player like that in that position. We need someone like that in that position. So with Iwobi playing behind the two attackers, I love that because with Iwobi, we know one thing for sure. And back to that South African game again, he was giving some good passes there. And even the assist for the goal was one that gave it to Dele Bashiru. And we saw how Dele turned and finished and scored that goal. This is what we need. Okay, my question for you, Smith. Do you think Ndidi can score that kind of goal that Dele scored against South Africa?
No, he cannot score it. I don't think he can.
Exactly. So what I'm saying is this: like we already know what Aribo can do inside the entire box. We saw him the first game he played against Ukraine. We saw in that game he could have scored at least a hat-trick in that game that day. And anytime Aribo plays, when you can see like he's a threat going forward, and he also can hold his own in the midfield, and that's what we need from the other side. If it is not offering that in the other side, then what are we doing? We need those two, the LCM and the RSM. We need them to be able to crash that in that box, and we not just relying on Lukman and what's his name and Osimhen to do the wonders for us.
Yeah, okay. All right, thank you. I was going to come to you, please. Let me just go take care of Bobby Ray quick because I don't want to pass with it. Bobby Ray, your thoughts. I know that you heard about contributions from like different, from Ola to Mr. Kingsley and also to Chris. But what's your take?
You already know my stance on the list. Yeah. The list has some shady invitations. Costly omissions. As I said, I'm still saying that midfield is lightweight. We have a lightweight midfield, and also knowing that the strength of Chelsea teams is usually the midfield, right? So I was expecting a solid midfield. I was expecting a midfield that has runners, if not necessarily creativity, because we know creativity is the main bane of the Super Eagles, but at least a midfield that has runners, especially against the likes of Rwanda, because
Who do
we
you
need.
think should be there that is not there?
Of course, Crisanto jumps to mind. That one is the one.
Crisantos was not been playing as a midfielder this season. He's been as a striker mostly, but he played last week against Atletico as a midfielder.
Yeah.
So
But some instance he has played as a midfielder.
Yeah, this last game against Atletico.
Yeah. If to me, I see Crisantos as a player more like there are players who just play to instructions. If the coach tells you to do something, you get that job done. They play to the coach's instructions, and I see Crisantos as that kind of player. So if Chel instructs him to play as an 8 in a game, I believe he will deliver. He has the energy. He can hold on to the ball. He can progress the ball. That is what we need. We don't need something spectacular per se. We need someone that can get hold of the ball and progress the ball up the pitch, and maybe once in a while make runs into the box.
Crisanto can progress the ball. Do you think so?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, from what I've seen of him, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, from what I've seen of him, of course. Dele Bashiru should have been in the team, even if it is to be on the bench at least, to give us something different, give us some more options in midfield. And also on the last live, I didn't talk about Boniface. So I've heard people saying Boniface, he's had his chances, he shouldn't be invited. But there's something we should understand. Some players, systems make some players. Some players thrive in certain systems, and some players do not thrive in certain systems. Chel has a different system altogether from what Boniface has played under the likes of Pesero, Finidi, and Eguavon. And out of those three coaches, the only place we saw a little spark from Boniface was under Pesero. Yeah. So at least we should give Boniface that chance. Let him try. Let him work under Chel, and let's see what Chel can do. And I believe from the way Chel plays, I think Boniface should suit into his system. He should suit. He should be able to deliver. But that's up until we see him play. Looking at your formation, the one that you put up, yes, from what we have, I think that's the best team we can go with. But I instead of playing, it will be behind Lookman and Osimhen, I will actually play Iwobi and Lookman behind Osimhen. More like a 4-3-3, but more like inside forwards behind the striker.
A Christmas tree formation.
Yeah, the Christmas tree. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the Christmas tree formation.
Yeah,
4-3-2. The Christmas tree formation. Yeah. Still back to the list. Still back to the list. We are quite light in the fullback area. With the fullback area, unless in some cases maybe if something happens to Onyebuchi, Aina can go to the left. But is it Bruno Onyemechi? Yeah, Bruno Onyemechi. But I don't trust Onyemechi. I don't trust that guy. I don't trust that guy. But it's what we have. It's what we have. Because at the stage we are in now, it's basically making do with what we have. Then also with the injury to, or the excuse of Nathan Teller, and we are bringing in a defender. People say we are bringing in a defender because we are light at the centre back. Did they not know about that before the list came out? So I'm not buying that. I'm not buying that crap. Did they not know about that? So I'm not buying that crap. If you lose Teller is a dynamic forward. Teller can play as a 9. He can play as a false 9. He can play on the wings. He can play behind the striker. When you lose such a player, you should look for a similar kind of player.
Who is similar?
Not exactly the same. The person I'm thinking is not exactly the same, but at least he's dynamic. Apom. That is the person that jumps to mind. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
But Musa, but they put Musa there.
But for me, alternative to Teller for me is Akpom. If you say Desas is more like a 9, but even though he's fleet-footed, his dynamic is creative, misses a lot of chances. But to me, if you lose Teller, Akpom would have been the best replacement. But we are bringing in a centre back. it shows that there was a problem in the list in the very first place. They have admitted to their problem.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
what can we do?
But based on what I hear, I heard that they wanted him to take 25 players to Kigali, but he insisted that the list is going to be too much. That 23 is okay for him to work with in Kigali. He think that if he doesn't even replace Stella, they're still okay with the team. But he just think that okay, they should bring Jordan Torinaga also. Actually what comes. So for me, I think that I just want to give him that chance, because if you look at the whole thing, Jordan Cumming can play as a left back, can play as a left centre back. He can also play. He's the guy that a lot of people judge him based on what they saw against Mozambique. Much improved player now.
Of course, yeah.
He's now back to like his form with Hertha Berlin. When he was in Germany, very very good player. Strong. Very.
So why wasn't he invited
initially?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know the reason why he wasn't. I don't know the reason why he wasn't.
Magic. That did magic for us. That did magic.
He went for Igor Ogbo, which I think the guy I've never been invited before by the Nigerian coach. So for me to know that he's in control, for that guy to get invitation, because for that guy to be performing well, then and not go invited by Eguavon or any other person, I just think that is what's it called? They have actually he really handled this list. Honestly, I see there's some things that I hear from the back. I cannot come and say it here.
So Smith, question. Smith, do you think it was one that picked Papadino and Ahmed Musa?
No, the issue. Okay, let me just say what I know is that he submitted 31 man list. So there were 31 to 39. I don't know how.
So the eight came from where?
It's like
I
when you add more votes. Yeah, I don't know.
IoT interfered with the list.
Yes. So I have some people are super actually waiting here. So Bobby Ray, I'm going to take your prediction. You and Chris, your prediction. So Bobby Ray, let me take Chris first. Chris, we might see come to life maybe probably 2 days before, because the World Cup qualifier was out on the 19th.
See, I missed work today because of this show.
Eh?
I missed work today because of this show. Because last Friday, because if I went to work, I would have been sleeping by now.
So I'm going to miss the one on Friday too, because you know that our game is on Friday.
No, that one is Friday now. I'll try my best to stay awake.
Yeah, it's actually was stay awake. So Bobby Ray, let me just ask, what's your prediction, Bobby Ray?
Prediction, you mean when you say prediction, you mean scoreline, you just mean results.
Yes. No, the result, I don't want scoreline because IoT is the one that might get me on that scoreline. I ask him to, I would say somebody will win. I ask him for scoreline. I'm not doing scoreline on Tuesday, IoT. Bobby Ray, who's gonna win?
We'll win. We'll win. I think we're going to win both games. Both Rwanda and Zimbabwe will win. Yeah. They're going to win.
All right. Thank you, Bobby Ray, for your time. I appreciate it. Please join us regularly. I want to enjoy your conversation, And that thing at the back, when I come to your house, you must.
No wahala. Just let me know when you're coming.
All right. All right. Thank you, Bobby Ray. I just want to take it. Let me bring. Okay, either to your take quickly.
Okay, thank you very much for having me.
Yes.
How are you doing, Chris? How are you doing?
I did too. We are coming for that World Cup. We are coming to stay in your place.
That should come. I see. I don't want to sound as a broken record on the list. The list has been done, so there's what we can do for it about it. But I would have preferred a midfielder to come in to replace Stella in the person of probably Oyeka. I would have preferred a midfielder to come in to replace Stella, not a defender. And like I always say, I don't see any reason. IoT cautioned me that day. I don't see any reason why a goalkeeper in Tanzania should be ahead of goalkeepers in our league. not even keeping for the best clubs in Tanzania. To me, that is slap on Super Eagles. Now that's on that. But that is luck. Maybe if he gets to play any one of the matches, maybe he might get maybe Chelsea, he might get a contract with Chelsea. Anything can happen on that. But I was like, I so much agree with that lineup. That your lineup, I so much agree with that lineup. Because in the absence of people have been saying, like Chris has been talking about Ndidi, in the absence of Onyeka, Ndidi is the best. You can't tell me to bring on Alassane Yusuf over there. It's the best, and we are so lucky that we have Onyedika that will play behind him. Even if they can breeze past Ndidi, Onyeka should be there to cover, and Aribo also has the legs. That lineup is a perfect lineup. If you look at it, in recent time, Aribo has been playing free role in the midfield for certain team. He's a guy that can work in the midfield for us. So I don't have any problem with Ndidi starting, as long as he has people that can mark for him at the back. So that's that on that. And if you are going to ask me, it's me like the blood is green. The blood is green. No matter where I stay, the blood is green. So you can't tell me to say we are going to win the two matches. But people saying that Papa Daniel should start ahead of Aribo. Well, I don't know where they watch their own football. I don't know, because I was reading the comments by Firewall. Firewall said Aribo cannot make any team in Africa, cannot play for any African country. So are you not saying that cannot play for Comoros, cannot play for Eritrea? Well, if we hate people, we should please try and be fair when we don't like people. So that's on that. And I want to say it that I will keep supporting this guy, Eric Che, because he took a delicate job. He took a delicate job. Because at the stage we are now, even many coaches would have been scared to take the job. So I pray he wins, so that he can write his book in the good book of Nigeria. So, and the person that has been branding his art, those that are failing for the young man to fail, so that they can take out the job. I look at this guy, Benny McCarthy. He's the coach of Kenya national team. Yeah, this guy should go out and look for a job. All of them should not be applying for Super Eagles job. Go out, go and apply for a job in Mauritania, in Bangladesh, in all the other countries. Don't sit down and wait for Super Eagles. Do like any chair. Go and apply to be coach of Mali, to be coach of other countries. Stop waiting for Super Eagles job and having that mindset that the current coach will fail, I will take on the job. No. That's just it. I rest my case for now. Thank you.
Thank you for that contribution. IoT, we have been waiting in the wings for a while. So IoT, your contribution before I go to
IoT, where's your flag?
Guys on this side.
IoT, where's the flag?
I'm in a different position. My flag is somewhere. I'm relaxing. When I'm on Hospitalized show, I like to be comfortable because a lot of people are always talking a lot of different things. But yeah, good evening, guys. Good evening.
Good evening.
Mr. Adeotun, I will start by informing you, in case you are not informed, that Amas Obasoge has now kept 4 clean sheets in a row for Singida Black Stars.
Yeah, I know. Against Dodojima FC.
I'm not making any point. I'm just stating the facts. Do with that
information. I watch the matches. Yeah, I know the matches.
I know. Don't worry. You don't have to respond. I'm just saying, do with that information what you wish. Let me also say, shout out to Firewall in the comments. Firewall is always commenting here. He's always commenting on my page as well. But that Firewall person, like one day I actually want to see your face and hear you talk, because the way you bash certain players sometimes, I would like to get some understanding of why you're bashing them the way you bash them, and just to know your true perspective on some of these things. Because it's very easy to just come and say, "Oh, Aribo is rubbish," but then it might be a different case if we ask you why. So it would be nice to understand a little bit better. Um, on this replacement of Nathan Teller, Jonathan Renariga, for me, I think was it Bobby Ray that was saying that they should have replaced him with somebody that is similar style and everything. First of all, let's look at the fact that we don't really have people that are similar. For me, second of all, I don't necessarily think that there needed to be a like for like replacement. We were already light in defense. In my mind, after I saw the replacement, I was thinking maybe they were even thinking of Nathan Teller as a defensive option if need be. Um, so I think Jonathan Renariga coming in is a good replacement, in my opinion. He can play fullback, he can play centre back. Let's see how he does. I don't know why people don't trust Bruno. It's not like Bruno has been flopping or anything like that. If you say you don't trust Boniface, I understand. He never scored goal. If you say you don't trust certain players, I understand. But Bruno has not done anything yet that people don't want to trust him. The guy is playing well for his club. He just joined a new club. Every time he plays, he has a good performance. I like him as a player. I've always spoken highly of him. So I encourage people to just give him the time to settle into the team properly. He's already doing well. If they can get on the end of his crosses, he'll have even more assists. As far as I think people say, oh, he doesn't like to track back and things like that. For me, I think it all comes down to the discipline and the instruction of the coach. Watching him at Olympiacos, they're not born aware, may no track back because he's still trying to win the starting shirts. So if he makes mistakes and concedes goals, the coach will never consider him. But Eguavon like to coach his team. Just go there and do what you want to do. There's no discipline, there's no tactic. Just go there and play your game.
By the grace of God.
Exactly. And that's the thing. Even myself, when I play ball, I'm a center back. But if you ask me, you just tell me, oh, Ayoti, go and express yourself. When there's free kick, I want to go up and score goal. When there's corner kick, I want to go up and score goal. You have to call me to chase me back. So I understand when a coach doesn't instill that kind of tactical discipline in players, I expect the player to obviously they will still use their brain, but for the most part, they will do what they wish. So I think Bruno, I'm happy he's there. I want to see how it goes. Smilai, I was looking at the formation that you put up with the 4-3-1-2. My only thing is that if the coach plays 4 midfielders, it means that we only have Papa Daniel and Alassane Yusuf on the bench. If one person should mistakenly get tired, one person should mistakenly wound, he's going to sub on those guys. So for me, I don't think he's going to play that formation because I don't think he's going to want to play 4 midfielders on the field at once, and he would only call 6. If he was planning to play 4 at once, I think he would have called more than 6, maybe 8 midfielders even. And then when he's now excluding the likes of Uche, excluding the likes of Onyeka, for me, he has a different idea, maybe 4-3-3, maybe something else. But I cannot imagine if maybe, Indeed is tired now. When I say, yeah, Papa, come and make your debut in Kusha Qualifier. Again, if we're already cruising, we don't win the game 3-0 for I'm not opposed to giving people game time. But assuming we're playing goalless or things are tight or we're 1-0 up and we need to show up the game, it's not, with all due respect, it's not Papa Daniel that I want to come and see coming off the bench to make his debut. When I was speaking on Tuesday, I was even saying, as much as I'm happy for those guys that just got called up, I pray they don't have to make their debuts unless we are just in cruise control. I don't want to see Igor Ogbo on the field unless we're 3-0 up. I don't want to see Papa Daniel unless we're 3-0 up. That's just, in fact, even if we're 10-0 up, I don't want to see Kayode Bankole or Amaso Basogo on the field. So for me, I hope and I believe that the coach is going to play a different formation. I just don't think he will play 4 midfielders on the field at the same time. But nevertheless, it's an exciting time for me because we're entering into a relative unknown. We don't really know what to expect from the coach. We don't really know what kind of effort, discipline to expect from the players. We saw Osimhen's interview with Mikel Obi, where he was saying the coach has told him that if you don't run hard, if you don't play hard, you're not going to play. Let's see how real that actually is when it comes to the game. I'm happy Osimhen scored a hat-trick today. hopefully he can carry that ginger towards the national team. The only thing that the way a lot of our players are, when they get to Nigeria like this, they will first fly to Lagos. They will first go to Obafemi Martins.
Cubana.
They will go to Obafemi Martins club, do one or two nights. By the time they're entering camp, they've already lost focus. So,
No, they are flying straight to Kigali.
it depends.
Thank God.
They are flying straight to Kigali, but it depends now. If maybe somebody just say, "Don't worry, I'll cover myself," NFF will say, "Okay." He will pay for his own flight. In Lagos. Anything can happen.
I can see some people that can get their traveling arrangements to the protocol officer, and for example, a defender and say, "Oh, I'm going to be there on Monday." They're going to be picking them up and everything. So for me, I don't know, but I think the coach already set like a program for them. So let's see. Maybe
it's not. I hope everybody stays focused. They should not even allow them until after the matches. Anybody will enter Lagos, they should just suspend the player. They should fly straight to Kigali. From Kigali, they should go to Uyo. From Uyo, then they can do whatever they want to do.
And
once you give them chance to go to Lagos like this.
There was a quite good player that asked his friend to go and join him in Ivory Coast when they were there. So he's also invited too.
What's the gender of the friend? What was the gender?
They are mixed. They are mixed. So,
sometimes close people, close friends and family, they can be good for your mental health now.
They can be good for mental health. The mental health it's really affecting the player because the player play rubbish in that game. He went there to play rubbish. He was colliding with the ball, not up front. He went there to play rubbish. So I just hope that the plan that the NFF having for them, because I've been hearing some discussions too. I'm coming with Chris Cass, and I'm really excited about what they are setting out. Some people are already in Kigali now, settling down. Some people going to arrive on Monday. So NFF was Sport Ministry chartered a flight to 100 supporters and some journalists too. I hope that journalists are not going to be the one going to be distracting them, but they are going to be part of the team that's going to actually go to Kigali. So we're going to have supporters club in Kigali, and I'm also happy that they don't ask them to cooperate together. Also, somebody is singing, somebody is singing, no, all of you must sing with one voice. If you don't want with one voice, stay at home. So I'm happy that the issues slightly have been forcefully resolved. So everything seems to be ticking the right boxes.
Sorry, see what somebody's comment just said. Because someone like Osimhen now, we know Osimhen doesn't fly commercially again. So he's the one that is going to make his travel arrangements because NFF is not going to pay $50,000 to get you private jets. Their budget is maybe 5K max for first class tickets to Kigali. So someone like Osimhen, he will make his travel arrangements. If he tells the jet company that he first wants to enter Lagos before he goes to Rwanda, it's his money. So that's what I'm saying.
No. I don't see. There should be code of conduct in national team.
No, I agree. There should be, but I mean, this thing should have been there for how many years now?
But the thing is,
I have a question. I don't trust me.
Sorry, let's see Google make submission. I've been waiting. Google, Chris Cass.
Yeah. About the lineup, I agree, but I agree with Ayotte. I don't think he's gonna go with that lineup, just because of I think he will want Chukwueze to start, so I think it's gonna be a 4-3.
Chris Cass. What inspired me on this lineup basically is that the way Rwanda play and the way he set up his Mali team against Congo in his first away game. I don't maybe one guy called Amit Traore. He's a right back for Real Sociedad. You see Amadou Traore and one guy too on the left. So there's a way he set them up. In fact, he took life out of Congo in that game. He won the game 2-0. He took life out of Congo, like he boxed them in the corner. They couldn't play through midfield. They couldn't do anything in that game. So I was thinking that maybe because of that inspiration and the way Rwanda play, because I see the Rwandan team in the midfield, they cannot play ball for their life.
They can't do anything, but we haven't had good coaches when we came up again.
They can't play ball for their life. So, they can't undo the ball. So if you give them the ball, they don't know what to do. They can run and block. That is what they can do. So you need somebody who can hold on to the ball. So I think that if he took the life out of their midfield, they're going to be in trouble. That's why I think that he might not use my same, but I think that he won't target the midfield because they come with a diamond midfield too. And I think that the new coach here would not want to go too different from what he did.
But I like the idea of Aribo playing because he offers something different that other midfielders don't really offer, and it late runs into the box. It's dribbling. You know, he hasn't really been able to. That's why I don't like when people criticize players for just without really watching what's going on, because how do you expect Aribo to be showing what he can do when he's playing in Southampton, the bottom of the league, you know, coming up against they're losing 76% possession every single game. When you're watching him in the championship last season, you saw what he was doing even on the wings when he was playing. But I think that, you know, the focus is, you know, Rwanda already know that focus is going to be on Osimhen. I think he has to be selfish really this game. He's going to need to make runs for other players because all the defenders are just going to be really just on top of him. He needs to make runs for other players and like players open up the game for runners like Lookman, Aribo, and options like that so they can get the ball. And he shouldn't be complaining if the ball doesn't reach him.
And so I also want to make one point about Victor Boniface. See, it's not compulsory that he should score because there's some. I rewatched the game between Rwanda and Nigeria again today. That first game, you know, there's some boy I should leave for Lookman. You know, you want to score. It's not important for him to score. He should be selfless this time around. Communicate very well with somebody. Lookman too should be selfless this time around. Make sure that it's about the team. It's not about a particular player. So, you know, I'm just trying to say that that's front line. Victor Osimhen is the one I think that doesn't care. But, you know, Lookman and Victor Boniface, especially for the Boniface, you know, be selfless. That's what I think.
He needs to be selfless this game because you already know their plan for the game. They're going to tackle and whatever. They're going to try to play dirty with him and see what if they can try and frustrate him. So other players need to step up and they need to, you know, get the second balls. They need to be making runs into the box and keep trying for the team. But there's no way that we shouldn't be winning this game 2 or 3-0 with the quality of players.
For me, I think it's going to be like a 3-0.
No, there's no way we shouldn't. Just that the coaches we have, they have nothing inside their head. They don't understand football. And they know to cross the ball into the box.
And with due respect to Victor Osimhen, you know, I like his communication today. When he said that this coach will demand a lot, he was quick to talk about Eguavon. That Eguavon too. Shout out to Eguavon because he doesn't want to like put Eguavon under the bus. You know, when he was talking about Eric Shea, I like the way he diverted to talking about Eguavon. That Eguavon, good man, manager, this thing to hail him. I know of a player that currently said that with the way this guy is talking, we hope can actually implement it. Was different from the guys they had before. The guys they had it before doesn't give them information. They just do your thing.
Okay. So, can I ask a question?
Yeah, ask a question before we actually wrap it up.
Yes. According to what Osimhen said, that any player that cannot run will not play the match. But we all know that Lookman doesn't run.
You don't know?
I know you don't. See, when he gets the ball, maybe I don't understand what Shell means by running. Because more like Ali, I will not watch Atalanta a lot. Lookman doesn't really go back to help. That's why I ask a question.
If you check it, if Lookman lose the ball, the way Lookman runs to recover. You see the game against Juventus. The way he won that the way
Lookman no run. Gasparini if he punch him.
No, there's some tactics that Lookman have to stay close to the goal. You have to because
but that's the thing. We shouldn't be in the position where we need Lookman and all our wingers to be tracking back. Well, midfielder should be good enough to be winning the ball of these players.
Exactly.
We need our wingers to be already to punish them when they lose the
The
ball.
only
Not
player
that they should be tracking
uh,
back to left and right back.
the only player
But
that doesn't press for me is Guido Boniface and Sadiq Kumar. Sadiq Kumar, and maybe Tudaro Kodare. For me,
I understand what you mean, but I think it's because it's when you watch Seaman, his own energy in that pressing. I don't think there's many players that can show that type of energy. It's like he's relentless.
Yeah.
He doesn't stop. So when you see someone like Victor Boniface, and maybe the difference is they're not really much of a pressing structure like he has in Leverkusen. So when he's now pressing for Nigeria, they don't really know what to do or where the coach has said to trigger. So when it looks kind of like a Dazel that you'll be jogging about. But when I think when he plays for Bayern Leverkusen, I see more energy in the pressing for him.
Right back. So let me just ask you, because I'm going to wrap it up now very soon. I don't really have anything stable coming up tomorrow. Do you have any interview coming up tomorrow? Because you promised that we have a week of fortnight.
No interview tomorrow because we are focused on the Super Eagles for these next 1-2 weeks. But I have videos that I've already recorded some videos talking about the game leading up to the fixture. So those ones are going to be dropping. One video drops tomorrow, another one drops the day after. Then on Tuesday, we're doing the Niger FC podcast. Then on the day of the match, live watch along, post-match live show. And then we'll do the same thing for Zimbabwe. And then after the Zimbabwe game, we'll go back to normal. But I want to beg you guys, I just concluded financial terms with the person that is helping me to create content for the 2 World Cup qualifying matches. It was not cheap, so I beg, make una watch the videos when they drop on the channel.
Don't worry, I'll put it on repeat all day.
We go from player interviews to press conferences to training to.
So are they gonna have like the media circus like they usually have?
I mean, not in Kigali because it requires you to travel.
They said they're bringing journalists now, and
bringing journalists. But I think
you see Poja then.
Yeah, if they're bringing journalists, it will be the select NFF people.
Poja Toby might probably be there.
It will be the NFF circle. If Smitlayi was in Lagos, they'll not carry him. So
no, if I'm
it will be the NFF people. But I mean, hopefully it's not crazy. It's not a crazy circus. The reality of it is that I'm someone that believes that media should always have access. Everything should just be organized.
Exactly.
There's a time for things after the maybe 30 minutes. Everybody go, let them do their training. You'll have probably one media day where you can come and spend 1-2 hours with the players, ask them questions, record whatever content. Everything just has to be organized. The way we do things sometimes just very haphazard. But media needs access. It's part of the game. Without the media, the game can't be as popular.
And I'm also hearing that the tickets are selling fast in Kigali, so we might be facing like a full stadium. And kudos to wonderful for the weekend too. Now the pitch in Amaro is ready. Like it's not like the one we faced. We went to go and check.
Yeah, so I was about to speak about that because the last time we played,
it was bumpy. But
if I was them, I would grow the grass long. So
I watched Rail Sport, and against was APR of Rwanda. Rail Sport was APR. It was played at the Amaro Stadium. You can check the pictures on like movie updates. So the pictures were really, really good. Really, really good. It's different.
Smith, I have a question.
Yeah, we're wrapping up now. Yeah, thank you. Yeah,
how is it that they use Vieira for the last World Cup qualifiers, but this one no Vieira?
They use VR for the playoff. On that World Cup qualifier, they use VR for the round robin stage. So and they will use VR for the top when we get to the playoff. I hope Nigeria is not there because it's going to be a long.
Yeah, but I think whichever country, as you said, I think you said that before. If whichever African country that qualifies is going to,
but I want to ask this question. Though, there's a private jet that will take the team from Kigali back to Uyo. It's a private jet ready to take them to Uyo. So those that come with private jet to Kigali, I know they will.
It's not. You think if Ozime fly private to Kigali, do you think the plane is waiting there for him?
No. People say he got private jet. So I don't know.
Oh yeah, but waiting. He doesn't have the
Like,
facilities.
But
He does not have the facilities for that. Let's not fool ourselves.
in this Buhari economy,
He does not have that kind of money yet.
Okay. No, but I think Boniface posted something to say.
Nah, just banter now,
I
nah,
know,
banter.
I know.
If you want him to spend his whole annual salary on one jet,
IoT. You know,
Yeah.
some people know like Osimhen, he learns a lot. He learns from people from the older players.
Yeah.
But you know, we had a player that bought a private jet. I'm sure he sold it far less than the amount he bought it.
Yeah.
In a Nigerian player,
Yeah.
private player. So I don't see any player want to go that route again. You know.
Yeah. So
the
guys,
financial aspect of buying a private jet does not even make sense.
yeah.
It genuinely doesn't make sense
Doesn't
unless you are flying constantly and the jet is making you money constantly. But as a footballer, you fly once every few months when you have time to travel. Otherwise, you're with your club, you're doing everything with your club, but
Yeah.
you're going to be paying hangar fees and all these other things. It doesn't make sense.
Somebody
Well,
said,
when you're the one
when
flying
you're
it
not
also.
somebody said, I think I will discover with this qualifiers Rwanda. See, I'm even hearing what I know, what I do. I don't know how many people are watching. No, from up to 100. You are talking here. People are talking. I'm a busy people here. What do I say? You are being objective. You cannot get selected, not on merit, and you're supposed not to talk. We're not under Abacha regime. It's not Abacha as he's the Nigerian president. It's not Babangida. I will not be able to talk. If they select you and we think you don't want it, we discuss. England national team, they are abusing Rashford now. Since from morning to
No,
night.
it's not Rashford that they're abusing. It's Jordan
Henderson.
Henderson. Jordan Henderson. How he got into that team?
No,
Only God knows.
no. They will abuse Anderson to the game. People think that why is he there? But for me, I think he was doing well for Aston Villa. It depends on what the coach was. So guys, I have to
Sorry, Smith, before we go, I'm going to keep you on for a couple more minutes. I was thinking of something with the way the NSC is essentially like taking hold of our football operations because they're the ones that are organizing everything right now. They are the ones that hired Eric Shell. They are the ones putting things in place. Do you think that is a net positive for us? Because already we know how the NFF likes to influence things that happen with the coaching and with the players. Then now the NSC has come to influence the NFF. Because I was speaking to some people, and I can't disclose too much, but they were saying certain things like these players that were fighting about, like Musa's initial inclusion in the provisional list, people like Alassane Yusuf. They're like, bro, like the NSC, these are their people. There is no way they're not going to push for those people to be in the team. So now we have NFF influence, we have Sports Commission influence. Do you think that this is a net positive for us? Because it just seems like you convinced us that Eric Shell is in control, but the more I talk to people that are in the know, the less and less in control it looks like he is.
Well, for me, I talked to some sport military people. I think Chair won those battles. Honestly, there's some things that are just better said or no. In fact, up to the night, I was still thinking that he would lose that battle. There's some battles that he won, though. I'm not lying to you.
I mean, he won some, but is he?
Well, I think he won the most important one. Nobody would have won 100%. There's some battles you don't even win. See, Barcelo won it. This Barcelo cover money. So guys, thank you guys for actually joining. I don't want to be here till like 12 midnight.
Okay, so no problem. I wanted to answer your team briefly, but
I already, apologies.
No problem.
There's still find time to talk, maybe probably on Wednesday or so, because World Cup Qualifiers starts on the 19th. We actually probably on Wednesday, so we can just come and do the summary of everything all together. Thank you guys for actually joining. Thank you, IoT. Thank you, Google, for actually joining. So, yeah, thank you. So, thank you guys for joining. Thank you, Google. You're making your debut here. Google, I think he's making his debut here. So, thank you guys for joining. I will see you again when Nigeria beat Rwanda by 4 goals to nothing. Thank you guys for actually for joining. I will see you again. Please, guys, don't forget to like the video before you go, and I will see you again. Thank you, guys. God bless you.